So hi,
Hello.
I'm here with my good friend from the land of reality, UK.
I
Tim,
don't know, is that real?
it's your second time in Estonia, and I'm really glad that you're back here.
Oh, thank you for having me.
And for the people out there who don't know you that well, what can you tell them about yourself? I know you have a lot of alter egos, but let's start with the blues guy.
Well, I guess I'm a travelling blues man, some sort of weird hobo, Jack Kerouac-esque character that travels around the world, appearing from time to time in certain places like Brno for an evening, and then disappears and goes off somewhere different again. Been touring for like 9 years or so now, so it's pretty much travelling blues man, I think is what it should say on my passport.
Something you told me the other night, but which really amazed me, that you already had 100 gigs this year in 5 months.
Yeah, it's been a busy year.
Okay.
Been a really busy year. I've been on tour since the start of the year. I had a few weeks off for Christmas, and pretty much it's been a busy 9 years. Made a lot of shows in the last 9 years.
But before you started this troubadour thing, were you in any bands or?
Yeah, I used to be in a heavy metal band, sort of sludge metal band.
That looks about right.
Called Among the Missing, and then prior to that I was the straight edge guy in a hardcore band,
Right.
and stuff. And I've done prog bands, I've done all sorts of different types of music over the years. So it's I just love music. I think that's the problem.
This is your whole life. This is what you do.
Yeah.
Travel and play music.
Yeah, I'm so goddamn determined. I think that's just like I just won't give up. It's just like just a case of just so goddamn determined to do music. It doesn't matter if I've got no money or I'm dying of a fever. I'll carry on. I will keep going. Things need to be hanging off. In fact, I even did a tour with broken wrist.
Really?
Yeah, I did a tour where I broke my wrist. A friend of mine stood on guitar for the first 3 days, and then after about 3 days, it was like a 2.5 week tour. And after about 3 days, I started to get movement back in my fingers. So I sort of every night I would take the get one out. Anyway, I would take the pick out of my pocket.
Yeah.
And I would take the pick, squeeze my fingers shut, put tape around my fingers so that I could.
And this was I presume it was a painful progress.
Yes.
Playing like that.
But I managed it.
Okay. It only shows your passion and love to music.
So I'm a bit crazy.
But you're working on, right now you have these 2 different kind of projects you're working on simultaneously, or?
Yes, I have TCH and Tim Holehouse. Tim Holehouse being just my normal name.
Yeah.
TCH is actually my initials. It was originally called Timothy C. Holehouse, but people kept on getting them mixed up, so I put it down to the initials. And that is a sort of drone ambient post-rock, I guess. Some people have said folk. It's a sort of very undefinable, very atmospheric sort of filmic music project that I've been doing for the last 7 years. But I'm killing it off at the end of the year, so to do something new. But it's been a lot of fun doing it, but that's really a side to the blues thing, which is what I do.
But your blues thing is also very experimental, and it's not the really classical definition of blues. Or how do you find it?
I mean, it's definitely got a lot of roots in the Delta blues.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I've been sort of tempestuously calling it mutant Delta blues.
Okay.
It's basically Delta blues played by a guy who grew up in hardcore bands. So, I was in hardcore bands, and so this is what you get when you listen to Delta blues and Black Flag at the same time, and
mix them together.
And I said to somebody once, it's a cross between Skip James, Howling Wolf, and the Minutemen, and they went, "That's a strange mix." That's why the songs are always usually quite short, is because of my love of the Minutemen.
You have a lot of records too.
Yeah, I've been a busy boy. I've put out four blues albums and several split releases. I've got the 5th, 6th and 7th album all coming out on the same day on start of June. That's been quite a project. And then the other project, the drone ambient stuff, has had several releases, and that's going to be the 4th album's coming out in August, and there's been loads of split 12 inches and collaborations and all sorts.
But since you travel so much, you basically are on the road most of the time.
Yeah.
When and where do you write your music? Does most of the inspiration come from the different countries you visit? Or?
Yeah,
But
basically
you
I
the
write
writing
on
back
the
home,
road.
or?
I write on the road mostly. It's just you get 5 minutes here and there where you're just sitting around waiting for the audience, and sound checks and stuff, and sitting on, and lyrics come up on buses and planes and stuff. You're sitting on a bus or a plane for ages. You all start to think of lyrics, and I find it comes quite easily. I had a slight writer's block for the last year or so, but it seems to be coming back now. So I'm feeling pretty good. But yeah, it just comes. It just happens. It's just, and so I'd be sitting around like waiting for a show, and a little riff will come out, and you just be like, yeah, that's pretty cool. I like that. Let's see if I remember that in the morning. And
Did you get any inspiration from your last visit to Estonia? Was this something that inspired you?
I enjoyed it. That was for sure. I didn't write a song about it, but I did enjoy the lovely place, and this is beautiful. The last time it was chucking it down with rain.
Yeah. We had a lot of luck with the weather this time.
Yeah, I quite a lot of the time I write about weird things that happen. There wasn't anything particularly weird happened last time I was here, so there was no ladies with tattooed vaginas or anything like that. Like some of the places I've been.
Really?
Yeah.
You've seen some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I can only imagine.
it's a weird life.
What's the most exotic country you've been?
I guess
Right.
Japan. Japan would be probably. Tokyo was the craziest, weirdest place I've ever been in my life. Felt like I'd landed on the set of Blade Runner, or I'd gone into the future. It was quite an interesting little experience. It was just generally very strange. The furthest away I've been is Australia, which was really cool. I went down to Melbourne and stuff and played there. But that's kind of still quite normal looking compared to Japan, which is just weird. Iceland was pretty awesome as well. And on the volcano, landing on the moon, does it look like? So yeah, there's been a lot of adventures, a lot of distance travelled. Even in the last few weeks, there's been a lot of distance travelled.
Yeah. Okay. You had a little fever a while ago, and you were still going on.
Yeah, I was a bit sick.
A lot of strength in you, man. A lot of strength.
Yeah, I was a bit sick in Stockholm for a few days. It was pretty rough running a fever, but I managed to drag my corpse to Oslo, and I've been feeling better, more and more better ever since. So yeah, no, you got to battle it on. I hate having to pull out of tours. I mean, I really have pushed my body to the limit. You know, it's broken arm, fevers, and sickness. It doesn't sort of seem to want to stop me.
Right. Okay, Tim. Maybe I'll give you some room to play a song for us.
Sure.
We can talk a little bit after that too.
Yeah. What would you like to hear?
Whatever is the first thing that comes to your mind.
Let's do Good Morning, Mr. Vampire, because
Let's
it
do
is
this
morning, sort of. Well, it's afternoon, but it's morning for me. Afternoons is morning time for musicians. Daybreak brings me around again from another restless night. Fighting demons in my head, But I'm not scared anymore, no, I'm not. No, I'm not afraid of that lie. I'm not afraid. Good morning, Mr. Vanderbilt. You're sleeping like you're dead. Good morning, Mr. Vanderbilt. It's time to face the living world. Out every night from dusk till dawn. But it's oh so hard when the stakes are this high. But I'm not scared anymore, no, I'm not. No, I'm not afraid of that lie. No, I'm not afraid. Good morning, Mr. Vanderbilt. You're sleeping like you're dead. Good morning, Mr. Vanderbilt. It's time to face the living world. Good morning, Mr. Vampire. Good morning, Mr. Van. Good morning to you all. Aita.
Thanks.
No worries.
It kind of sums up the morning of a vampire.
Yeah, that's because I am a vegetarian vampire.
Tim, do you have any time to listen to music too? Is there a moment in your life back at home when you just put a record on and...
Yeah, I quite often listen to stuff in the car as well. Like, sometimes I do get back and I don't want to listen to music. Like, I just want to escape from it and just not be surrounded with it when I've got some time off. But then sometimes, yeah, I just stick something on YouTube or Spotify or whatever those things are, or my girlfriend's got some stuff on iTunes and stuff, or if I'm this is a nice day when this is like kind of my perfect day when I've got a day off and I do want to listen to some music, and I put a vinyl record on the turntable, nice coffee, cigarette, and I sit there and read a book and listen to music, multitasking, reading and listening. That's really nice. That happens so rarely, but it's having time where you can just sit and chill. But like, yeah.
But since you're touring so often, and most of the time, how do you think? How do you promote yourself? Do you use the internet more or less than the actual record selling and gigs? Do you find the internet?
Certainly with the blues stuff. With the blues stuff, it's a lot of the promotion of the internet stuff is all done by the record label.
Okay.
He's a very nice man called Ian, and he runs a label from Cambridge called R Real Records.
Like the cartoon used to be Our Real Monsters.
Yes, it's exactly from that. Yeah, yes.
Okay, I remember that one, yeah.
Yeah, it's exactly from that. Yeah, that's why he's called it R Real Records. And he signed me, and he's been an absolute godsend. He's done all the internet work. He's done all the sort of promotion bits and things on my music, which has been really helpful because I don't get an awful lot of time to do that. I mean, I occasionally update my Facebook on my website. That's about it. And write a little blog now and then, but I just don't get the time to do all that sort of stuff. So most of the time I'm booking gigs or playing gigs, you know.
Yeah.
So he's been really good. Hopefully the website should be fixed a bit better soon so that everybody can buy all the records on his website and my website. But yeah, mainly I sell more records from touring, and he sells more from the website, so, and internet downloads and all that.
So there's a balance between
yeah.
that. Before, when we were having coffee, you told me a very interesting story about your hat.
Oh, the magic hat with a hole in it.
The magic hat.
I don't know if you can see that. It's got a hole in the hat. It's a hole in the hat, and the rain's coming in. Yeah, I used to have a baseball cap, and I was telling Larry earlier. And a friend of mine, I used to be like, I looked more like a trucker when I started, and my friend decided to set fire to my hat while it was on my head. So we put it out. I turned up for a tour with my friend Paul Stapleton, who goes under the name Pog, really awesome musician, and he said, "You haven't got a hat, where's your hat?" And I said, "Oh, I've just got set fire to," and he was like, pulled this hat out of a box, put it on my head and said, "It's a perfect fit. Carry that hat around the world." But I feel like it might be on its last limbs. It's got holes all over it. It's looking very authentic though.
It surely does, yeah.
Traveling blues.
But there was one time when the hat kind of lost you. Did you lose the hat, or did your hat lose you?
I lost the hat, and it found me again. It did. Left it in Czech Republic, and it made its way back in the post. It was quite strange. I thought it gone, and I thought that was kind of weird.
Do you have any questions, suggestions for a question? They got nothing. They're blank eyes, and that's it.
What about the little lady? She got questions.
I think she's afraid of the dwarf man.
She can't say anything.
Oh, so cute. Shall I just play another song then?
Maybe, yeah.
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 Right, what should we do?
We can just edit and mix it up anyhow we want later.
Sure.
We can make you beautiful.
Yeah, lots of Photoshop on this job.
Yeah, we can even sew the hole in the hat.
Lord, say my name. Lord, say my name. Lord, say my name. Lord, say my name. Well, Lucifer came on the seventh day. He said, "Son, your soul is mine." But I said, "Lucifer, please, oh Lucifer, please, not before I'm old and gray. 'Cause I just need you, oh yeah, I just need you to say my name. Lord, say my name. Lord, say my name. Lord, say my name." Well, I got up to them gates of heaven, and Lucifer's waiting for me. He said, "Son, you're going straight to hell, 'cause you got a price to pay." But I said, "Lucifer, please, oh Lucifer, please, oh goddamn, please. I just need you, man, I just need you to say my name. Lord, 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 say my goddamn name, motherfucker."
Cheers. Aita.
Tim, but how did you get to the blues? How did the blues found you?
How did the blues find me? There's a man called Captain Beefheart,
Oh yeah.
and it's all his fault. Well, and also
Sure enough, and yes I do.
probably also the fault of my friend Steve, who lent me the Captain Beefheart record in the first place.
Okay.
My friend let me Trackmaster Replica when I was 13 years old, and he just thought I'd like it. He seemed to think I was the sort of guy that would dig this shit. And I listened to it, the first time I listened to it, I was completely bewildered of like, what the hell is this?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the most normal record you'll ever hear, is it really? And, 13-year-old boy just listening to it going, what the hell is this? This is fucking strange. And the more I listened to it, the more I was like, I just don't know how he made that record. But then I got more into what he does, and I went and sought out Safe as Milk and Spotlight Kid, and various other records that he'd made, and really liked it. And I started like reading a bit more about him and like trying to find out where this guy's crazy fucking voice and weird music came from. And he was discussing like the blues, and he said, you know, a lot of what I do is based in the Delta blues. It's just sort of through my own perception, and I liked that idea. That's kind of why I'm doing, yeah, it's Delta blues, but I'm doing it my own way. Is that Beefheart did it the same, and like, but he mentioned stuff like Howling Wolf. He mentioned stuff like Skip James, Robert Johnson, Big Bill Broomsey, the Wolfman, obviously, Muddy Waters. He mentioned all these guys, and I was just like, I went to the local library and just got out their music and just fell in love with it and stuff. So I, the more and more I listened, the more and more I fell in love with it. But I was also in sort of hardcore, so it was like, you can't listen to hardcore punk all the time, so it was like a nice sort of yin and yang thing. So
okay, so that kind of turned you away from the metal scene or the hardcore
it
scene?
never really. No, I still love all that stuff. I think a lot of the. I just like good music. The more music I discover, the more stuff I listen to. I'm still like listening to Neurosis after all these years, and all the heavy stuff that I like. But also, I'll listen to blues. I'll listen to jazz. I'll listen to hip hop. Not all of the hip hop's for me, but you know, there's only two types of music in the world: good music and bad music. And what you view as good music and what you view as bad music is entirely your decision.
Absolutely.
I'm pretty sure there's some people out there that think my music's pretty bad, but there's also an awful lot of people who think it's very good. So, cool, excellent, you know.
Okay, but do you enjoy playing alone, or how about collaborations and studio projects?
I do like collaborating with people when it works. I think you know as well. You almost instinctively know when something's going to work.
Yeah.
Did a record with my friend Ashtoreth. It's a collaboration, 12-inch vinyl, and we wrote it in a day. We just literally have this almost sort of telepathic knowledge. And there's a band, Banana Pill, from Helsinki. I've jammed with them several times, and we've got a CD coming out of the best bits of our jams and stuff. I think you just kind of know when somebody's perfect, when it works, and then you know when it's not perfect and it sounds shit.
Yeah.
I've got a drummer in the UK, and I wanted to bring him out on a few more tours, but he's had to go in for an operation on his ears, and we just work really well together. It's like almost sort of telepathic sort of knowledge of when he knows when I'm going to change, because I don't play in a very standard way.
Yeah.
He knows when I'm going to change. He knows all my little quirks and stuff.
Okay. It must be difficult to find another person who can think exactly the same way as you do.
Yeah, I mean, he was in my metal band, so he knows me really
grew up
well.
together, basically.
Yeah, so we kind of know each other, and it's almost like that sort of almost telepathic sort of knowledge of like, he knows when I'm going to go off and do like, oh, I feel Tim's just going to do some sort of crazy solo, pull it back and stuff. Yeah, really great little drummer.
Yeah, because collaborations have to support each other, not to overplay one another. So
Yeah,
that's so key to
less is more.
less is more. Yeah, like. See, the bar is opened.
The bar's open, that's good.
We're getting the first beers there now.
Oh, bless him. It's a bit early for me. I think another coffee might do me some good, but yeah. Do you want me to play another song?
Maybe, yeah, we can do one more song and then wrap it up.
Yeah.
Tim, I want to thank you. Thank you a lot for doing this.
Oh, thank you very much for having me.
You know, you're always welcome back in our lovely little city. So.
This is a beautiful little place. I like Pano. Thank you, Pano, for being lovely. I'm going to do my newest song, I think.
Okay, yeah. If you're ready, go ahead.
Okay.
Oh, by the sea, I was born and raised. Oh, by the sea, I was born and raised. Oh, by the sea, I was born and raised. Oh, by the sea, I was born and raised. Oh, by the sea, I was born and raised. Oh, by the sea, I was born and raised. ask God will be my witness. I would hope each and every day. Well, I'm a good and honest man, dear, working hard for my meager pay. So I hit the road, dear. Oh, I hit the road, my dear. Didn't know what I would find. I went up mountains. I went through them deepest pines. So when my time comes, oh yeah, when they bury me 6 feet under. Oh, when my time comes, and they bury me 6 feet under. Tell them, dear, at least I try. When they take my soul right up to heaven, say, my God, forsaken soul. But by the sea I was born and raised. But by the sea I was born and raised. Oh, by the sea I was born and raised. Oh, by the sea, I was born and raised. Oh, by the sea, I was born and raised.
Aita, thank you.
Thank you, Tim.
Cheers, guys.